Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the next episode on my channel. So today we're gonna be checking out the top 9 Sage walls, Sage boost walls, you can do in Valorant basically. So there's gonna be free for each map. And before I get into the video, make sure you like the video, you subscribe to my channel, and yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Without further ado, let's get started. Right, so our first map is Split, and it's a pretty nice map, You got a few spots you can boost yourself in, so if you're defending the A side, you can just boost yourself right here. And basically you got some cover here, you can throw the slowing ball here. And basically you're gonna see the heads of our enemies, they're not gonna expect you right here, so you can, beat them from here. And you can cover, so it's a pretty nice spot, But when the wall breaks, it's basically, they can just rush you and they're gonna know where are you. So, you can just shoot a few heads and then leave the place. It's a pretty nice spot. Of course, you can boost yourself also if the enemies are already on site or there's one in heaven. You can just boost yourself right here. Now you can just shot the heads. You can also boost here. It's also pretty good. You can jump on it. So that's the A side. It's pretty okay. And wise. You can also, if you're attacking, you can boost yourself right here. But it's probably gonna get patched because it's hard to tell, like, from here. Their enemies are gonna see you if you're attacking, there's an op guy, let's say, there, and they're gonna see your legs if you're crouching, so they're gonna see you and you're gonna see the enemies. The problem is the hitboxes are gonna, if you aim right, even if you aim right, you're gonna shoot in the wall and not in the enemy, so it's a pretty cheesy spot but that's probably gonna get, fixed in the next patch. Basically it makes you unkillable from this spot and you can kill enemies from here. So yeah, but you're exposed for a bit if you run, you get around for here. But I wouldn't recommend you using this spot because, it's kind of cheating. But make sure to try it out, in a custom game or something. Right, so the second spot on this map is basically if you're defending, you can just put your wall right here, let's say like this. And if there are no enemies here, because they can shoot you if you're here. And like there's a guy here with let's say an op, he's coming from here, he's shifting and he's slowly coming for you. You can just use the wall like this. And you can just jump here and you can, headshot him. He's not gonna expect anything. He's gonna think you just walled something here, you walled his entrance and he'll just have to wait, but he definitely won't expect you, here. Also, if you're attacking, you can just, that's really the obvious one, you can just boost yourself right here. Oh wait. So don't stand here because you're just gonna break the wall. But basically, you can just wall yourself right here. And there's a guy there, you can just headshot him. Wait, I gotta stop the timer. So, there's a guy, you can just headshot him. If someone is rushing, that's a pretty nice spot too. So that's the second spot on this map. Right, so the third spot we have is on the B side. So there's nothing particular you can do when you attack, basically. I mean, of course you can do like, a wall or something, but to like block the enemy side, line of sight. But that's not really like helping, you cannot boost yourself through it because you're gonna be seen easily. But the nice spot is you can use it here as a kind of boosting yourself, up here there's a guy with a sniper rifle in heaven, you can just, rush him. He's not even gonna see this wall, it's practically impossible. You can even like, just really destroy this part. You can even do something like this, if he's already hiding, you can just put it like this. And it's gonna be kind of invisible for him. He's gonna think that it's a wall from, to block this spawn, not to boost yourself, so that's a nice ambush spot if you're, don't know, if you know that there's no one here or here, you can just boost yourself and rush this guy. If the enemies are rushing, you can, of course, that's pretty obvious, you can just boost yourself. Oh wait, there's that roof, you cannot get close to that roof. But now, you can just headshot easily. And the only thing they're gonna see is like the upper part of your body and your head. It's pretty, a pretty small part. You can also, of course, boost yourself right here. It's gonna get you to the highest point, you can just destroy it later on. And the enemies are not gonna expect you from this spot. You can, of course, slow them and then it's definitely really easy to, get to that spot. so for the second map, with the bind map, before we get into the boost, I wanna show you something. So there's your freaking ball, you know, that it slows, right? So if you're, let's say, attacking and the enemy stage just blocks it here, you know, you cannot move, you move really slowly through it and you're really easily hurt. The way to counter that is basically you can back up for this, of course. Oh wait, that just got destroyed. You can back up for this, but also you can just do your basic jumps. Just gotta time them right because, you know, you see, if you do that wrong, you just stop. But if you do the right one, I gotta just wait. So for the second map, we have the bind map. And before we get into the boost, I wanna show you something. So basically, you have your ball that slows, right? And if you're rushing from here and the enemy stage just blocks the entrance right here, you know, you cannot enter and she can boost herself. Okay, so I'll show you the first boost. So she can boost herself right here. And that's kind of, I did it wrong because I pressed it here. So you gotta move it like, you know, you gotta put it here so it's gonna be higher. When I destroy it, you can just put it right here. That's a pretty easy boost, you know, unless you do the location of it right. So basically you can just, you know, you block the whole entrance, which is pretty nice. They cannot rush even if you die, let's say. And you know, you can just shoot our enemies in the heads, and the only thing they're gonna see is the very tip of your head. So it's a pretty nice spot. But let's get back to the slowing orb. So basically, let's say an enemy stage put the orb here, right? And you cannot move, you're really slow for that, right? It's really annoying, you just lose time through it. So I'll just throw another one. So basically, the way to get through that is basically you get a timer jumps right. Alright, you see, I did that wrong because I just didn't jump in the right moment, but after a few tries, you can just see that you can just keep your momentum through that, or just, you know, jinx that at the last moment. So basically, it's pretty easy to dodge this and just pretty bad. Oh, now I did it right. See how quick it was. It's, you know, they're gonna think that you're just they're gonna hear like, let's say, I don't know, 5 steps from the walking on this, you know. They're gonna think like you're somewhere right here, but you're already gonna be there and you're gonna be rushing them. It's pretty nice, you're not gonna expect anything. But alright, let's get to the boost. So the first boost on the A side, of course Jono, which is this one, really hard to shoot you and you can easily shoot in the head. And the second boost I would call it always the one because they're all really situational. So if there's a guy already on site and you manage to shift through, you know, through your short and you just shift through this, and you can just put your wall here. It's gonna be invisible from this side, and if someone tries to, you know, move here, you can just jump on the box and you can just hit the guy. Another place, it's basically if you're defending here, you can just put the wall here and you're gonna see, you know, both sides and you're gonna be pretty well covered. They can also do that with the freaking car here, or also, you know, you see enemies easily and it's pretty hard to shoot you. The last spot on this map is basically if your homie sees you, if your homie, you know, just protects this place, you're sure that no one comes from this side, you can just put the wall like this and it's not gonna be seen from this side at all, and you can, you know, keep the attacker from rushing from this side. It's pretty nice. Right, let's get to the B side. Alright, so for the B side we have some pretty nice spots. Basically, this spot is pretty nice, but it's pretty hard to use. I mean, like, it's really easy, but compared to the other ones, it's one of the harder ones. So basically, what you have to do is you have to move the one part of the wall outside of the container, because if you use it like this, it's gonna get destroyed because the game will think that you're inside that container and that, you know, your character is gonna freak out because it won't have, you know, enough space to move. So basically what you wanna do is you wanna put it, you can say like this, and it's gonna be nice, and you can be on this wall. You can then move right here, you can get on that container and shoot enemies through. So that's really a versatile spot, you know. And the last spot for this side we have, it's pretty obvious one. You can boost yourself right here, block the guys that can shoot you from the container, and you can just shoot here, you know, from both sides. You can even get around and check your spawn. So that's a pretty dangerous one because you can get shot from all three sides, like, you know, all three sides. But if your team is alive and there's, let's say, one enemy guy alive, it's definitely worth to use this boost. Right, and for the last 3 spots we have the Heaven map, and in my opinion this is the best map for Sage, just because how many like boosts you can do here and how good they are, because like of course the main boosts are pretty good, you know, you can just hide behind the boxes, they're pretty useful, but they're nothing compared to what you can do on this map. So you can, you know, put your wall. The first boost is okay, wait a second, very short. Alright, so the first boost on this map is basically here. So you can get here with Jet, you can get here with Raze, you know, but this spot is like really good because you see all the, you know, whole enemies' bodies and you can just shoot them right at you, you know. But when they are looking at you, they see like half of your body or something, and you gotta check this space. So let's say you did it for 3 rounds already, they're gonna always gonna check out this place, or they're gonna do it like this, and you can be here, you know, waiting for them for the ambush. You know, of course you can just pretty much boost yourself on those boxes still, it's pretty good, you get some nice cover, you can boost yourself on those boxes still, it's pretty okay. You know, you can do protect both sides, just, you know, you're a bit revealed, not like in this spot, you know, they're basically unkillable if there's someone checking this side. So that's the A side. Right, so for the B side, we actually have a pretty nice spot. They're like, it's not really like, there's one spot only on this side, but it's pretty good. You can just roll yourself up here, so you can get here and you can just shoot your enemies from here. They're not gonna expect anything. If they're rushing, you can just jump here and, you know, hide for them. And yeah, that's a spot for the B side. Alright, so for the C side, we have a few spots that are pretty nice. You have this spot which you can just, you know, wall yourself, and from here you can just, you know, use an AWP to snipe from, you know, the long. You can, if the enemies are rushing, you can wall it like this, and you can just, you know, wait for them. Of course, if they're rushing from the spawn site and your mate is checking the long, and just wall yourself here, which is, you know, pretty obvious walls. So the best wall in my opinion is on A side, but there's one spot that really a lot of players hate. It's really hard to notice, and, you know, basically the only part they can hit you is the little tip of your head. So there's this spot, you know, pretty nice. Right, oh wait, in this spot, see this spot just boosted myself here. So this spot is pretty nice, you know, you can just ambush the enemy, but they're gonna see you on the moment they get here. You see, they already see you. But there's one spot that I really like. It's really annoying, but it's, you know, you should use it maximum like a few rounds a match, because they're gonna check that spot and they're gonna just die, because it's really easy to die from here if enemies know you're there. Basically, you try to conceal your wall, so you just destroy this, and you try to make the wall so that the enemies don't see it. Just put it like this, let's say, and then those walls, they can only be like, you can only wall bank for these walls unless when they are like broken, so they're gonna go like down in levels, you know, see, and only now you can wall bank them, as you can see. Now they're just little, you know, spots that they get shot in, but they're nothing strong. But for this spot, so basically why this spot is so good is because you're basically invisible from here, and if you shoot, you know, you can have an AWP here and you can just spawn pick enemies that are waiting here, and it's basically impossible to see you if you're not like checking this spot, because you're only gonna see the head of your enemy here. So it's a pretty nice spot, pretty cheesy, you know, one of the best spots in the game, I think. So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, make sure to like the video, subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.